where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. The final shot here before break. Smith. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, here's Smith. And his throw is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
From the gun on third down, Smith. He's got nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Drew Butler now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two. Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Caught left side by Funchess. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll make it third down. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Allen here on the screen. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this third quarter. So they don't get a touchdown here on this opening drive of the third quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're going to speed things up here. Now here's Halou. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll be first down, Eagles.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. To throw on second down is Smith. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that'll bring up a third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. Now Gino on first down. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Back now in Foxborough. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. They'll run it again with Crowell. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
This is going to sound a little strange, but that was a really nice effort because he broke a tackle and almost sprang free, but it still ended up with a loss of yardage. The defense won that battle.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
And that pickup of a first down, That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough. Now
they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The left side caught by Diggs. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Back to throw. Funches with a catch over the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Back to throw here. Caught left side by Funches. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. He'll look to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's going to get this one all the way up past the 20-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Roy Halou was the intended target, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? That's the way.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll look to throw. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. He's got time. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.